We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he traveled across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. Second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jackson. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. We gain of 5. And it'll be second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Jackson going to keep it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have the Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Addison. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. To throw is Jackson. Pass complete there to Nakua. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
The quick feet by Jackson. And a strong run there as they take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 13-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Got him on the right side, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action here. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He will have the conversion and more than that. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes to throw once more. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A great play there. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it, has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And a little floater there is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We said we use them to start the second half and get us going.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's free at the 35. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Barkley inside handoff. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
17. 49ers 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. McCaffrey running up the middle. Dances by him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and goal, Jackson. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. A little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Chase, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Barkley, toss play left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And this is 3rd down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamar Chase from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down 24-21. Less than 90 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Jackson connecting with Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
33-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Well, San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Second and 4.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.